So this screen is called the dashboard, and this is what everybody sees when they first log into TouchStone. The dashboard is customized by user. So if you've set up users to your system, or you are a user, not the key account holder of the system, you're going to see your control panel right here if you've been assigned one. And if you're a manager, you're going to see this area called Management Review. If you see nothing on the dashboard, it's because a control panel hasn't been assigned to you yet. So we'll go over how the control panels are assigned. But this is the dashboard. The dashboard is like the front end of TouchStone. So the dashboard is where you go to access your processes and use them and manage them. So the idea of when you document a process is that it's implemented and used. So within this control panel function, there's features that allow processes to be completed. If a process has a checklist in it, say, or a form, they can be filled out and saved back to TouchStone. So this is about the using and the implementation of processes right here. In the management area, managers can use the dashboard and management review to track training information of their employees, to view the things they're completing in TouchStone, to mark employees as trained in processes. So managers use this feature of the dashboard to make sure their employees are using their processes and to keep training information. In the upper right-hand corner of the screen, the first thing I want to show you is this link called Resource Center. So it's bolded in the dashboard, but it's always here in the upper right-hand corner of any screen inside of TouchStone. So when I click this, it's going to open in a second window, and this is called the Resource Center. So this is like a do-it-yourself place inside of TouchStone. There's a user guide section, which has a step-by-step for everything in TouchStone. So all the features that I'm going to go over today, everything that could possibly happen in TouchStone is listed here inside the user guides. And when you select a subject area, you're going to see screenshots. Sometimes you'll even see little snippets of videos like this one right here, and then a how-to and a step-by-step. Next to that is the webinar section. So in the webinars section, you're always going to have access to the latest technical trainings. This is the old series that happened a few months ago. We update these with the new series or the new webinar every time it occurs. So this one will be replaced after today. Everyone who's registered for the technical training, you're also going to get emailed the webinar that occurred, whether you attend or not, but you can also access them here. There's also strategy webinars here, which are useful. Some of these are great for if you just need some inspiration. This one's pretty good on how to build an organization strategy, how to build an organization chart. And there's a lot of other things in here. There's how-to videos that you'll see here. Everything, all the process of the weeks that we've done over the last few years are all here listed out. So you can find things related to strategy and management. These are all here. And these are short little 15-minute videos on that particular library process. Another key thing is up here under support. So if you want to get a hold of us, this is a quick and easy way to do it. You can always email whoever you've been in contact with before, and that person will get back to you. Or you can also go here, contact support, and put in a question right here in these fields. If you want to report a problem, so this is if you have a feature request or there's some kind of issue you're experiencing, this is a good way to get that dealt with quickly. You also have access to register for our free trainings. You're all here, so you've already registered for the live technical training. We also have TouchStone University, which occurs, I think it's 2 times a month, and it's shorter classes. They're about a half an hour, and they're just like best practices. But this is a good place to come to if you want to talk to someone live time or hear what the latest things are that are going on. So this is the Resource Center. Again, you can always access it here in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. To the right of that is the user settings. So here when I go to user settings, it's going to show me my username and password, the one that I'm logged in as. So if you're a user to TouchStone and you want to reset your username and your password, that's the place that you go to do it. You can also access account administration in the upper right-hand corner. So this is where the users are set up for your system. There's going to be a whole webinar on this and how to use it. But this is where you go to create users if you're an administrator, as well as set control panels. So on that dashboard screen, if you don't see a control panel there that hasn't been set up for your company yet, or you haven't yet done it, you go to account administration and you can access or create the ability to assign the control panels. Also under this little person button here is the log out. TouchStone will stay active on your computer for 5 hours with no activity. So once you log in the morning, say, if you do nothing in the system, you don't click on anything, it will stay open for 5 hours, and then it times out, it shuts itself off. It's good to get into the habit of logging out at the end of the day. We want TouchStone to kind of mimic software, so you're not having to log in and log out all the time. But at the end of the day, it's going to time you out eventually, but it's just kind of good protocol, like you would save a Word document and then close out Word, that you would just log out of TouchStone. This little wheel icon gives you access to the user settings, account administration, that whole area. Over to the left, this is the left-hand navigation, which is new to our in our new release. You access the 4 key functions from the dashboard right here. You can get to the organization chart. You can get to reports. So reports, the reports feature allows you to run reports of what's going on in these 2 functions. So if you're completing things in a control panel, or you have employees completing things in management review, you can run a report of those things. And then the search button. For those of you who have been underway in TouchStone for quite a while, the search is a useful feature, because if you forget, where something is, you can't find it on the 4 functions, can't remember if it's even in there, searching is a quick way to find things.